Hello, dear listeners. Azerbaijan International Radio presents. Aida Mamadova is with you in the studio. The Atabase of Azerbaijan, an unforgettable page of an endless historical epic. A nation without a past doesn't have a future. Azerbaijan, however, has a rich history of statehood spanning 4,500 years. The Atabay state is one of the brightest pages in this history. The existence of the Atabay state of Azerbaijan dates from 1136 to 1225. The territory of this state covered Azerbaijan, eastern Anatolia, northern Iraq, Iran. The Azerbaijan Television and Radio Broadcasting Corporation produced the film The Atabays of Azerbaijan with the aim of preserving the history of the Azerbaijani state and contributing to its future. This mega project had been in development for a long time. Finally, yesterday, the historical cinematic masterpiece was presented to the audience. On December 3, 2024, the premiere of the film was held at the Heydar Aliyev Center. The film tells the story of two great historical figures from the Turkic world in the Middle Ages, brave commanders, Garas Sungur and Shamsuddin Eldaniz, the founder of the Atabay state. The historical periods of medieval Azerbaijani history are vividly brought to life in this documentary film, with the world-renowned warrior Zabit Samado portraying Shamsuddin Eldaniz. The character of Garas Sungur is played by Ilgar Mehdi. Over 100 actors participated in the film, and more than 500 people worked on the production. The voice over the Oscar text was done by people's artist Fakhrettin Manafov. The film will be shown in cinemas starting from December 5th. Lisbon Summit, a turning point against Armenian propaganda. The OECD Lisbon Summit, held from December 2nd to 4th, 1996 in Lisbon, Portugal, represented a significant achievement for Azerbaijan in addressing the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict. At a press conference following the summit, national leader Heydar Aliyev expressed satisfaction with its outcomes. He stated, "Ladies and gentlemen, the OECD Lisbon Summit has just ended. The Azerbaijani delegation is satisfied with the decisions of the Lisbon Summit on all issues. We believe that another great step has been taken in the work of security and cooperation in Europe." These remarks underscored Azerbaijan's success in advancing its position during the summit. In his address at the summit, Heydar Aliyev called for peace, appealing directly to Armenia's leadership and population. He urged OECD member states to work towards resolving the Karabakh issue, describing it as one of the most persistent and devastating conflicts in Europe. The Lisbon Summit was a landmark event, marking the first time the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict was discussed at a high international level. Delegates included representatives from 52 European countries, the United States, Canada, 10 Asian and African observer states. Before the summit, the situation was predominantly in Armenia's favor. However, Heydar Aliyev's strategic use of Azerbaijan's veto power changed this dynamic. He blocked the adoption of OECD documents on conventional arms limitations and European security, ensuring that principles for resolving the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict were included in the final outcomes. This diplomatic success established a framework for resolving the Karabakh conflict. Heydar Aliyev's skilled negotiation ensured Azerbaijan's interests were acknowledged and supported by the international community. Reflecting on the summit, he emphasized its historical importance, and he stated, "The great significance of the Lisbon summit for Azerbaijan is also that at that meeting we revealed the essence of the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict and informed both the participants of the summit and the entire world community." Upon returning to Baku on December 6, 1996, Heydar Aliyev described the Lisbon summit as a decisive moment that challenged Armenian propaganda and strengthened Azerbaijan's global position. One step away from peace. What are Armenia's true intentions? Armenia's contradictory actions continue to raise serious questions about its commitment to the peace process with Azerbaijan. While Yerevan publicly advocates for peace and portrays itself as a proponent of reconciliation, its simultaneous military activities suggest otherwise. Recent developments, such as the construction of new offensive and defensive tunnels along the conditional border and the acquisition of advanced military equipment, highlight the inconsistency between its rhetoric and actions. Armenia's procurement of military assets from India and France, alongside the importation of air defense systems from Greece, further complicates its stated position. Despite official statements suggesting readiness for the resumption of peace talks in December, Yerevan's ongoing militarization and border provocations call into question whether it is genuinely committed to achieving a peaceful resolution. Military expert Azar Bayramov has characterized Armenia's decision to construct underground tunnels in the Basarkecher region as a clear demonstration of its duplicity. He emphasized that such actions undermine peace efforts and do not bode well for stability in the region. Bayramov also pointed out that similar tactics had been employed by Armenia prior to the Second Karabakh War, including the construction of reinforced underground defensive positions near the former line of contact. These measures, however, proved futile during the conflict. He noted that Armenia's failure to learn from past events suggests a lack of strategic foresight. Adding to this concern, India recently delivered the first batch of Akash anti-aircraft missile systems to Armenia. In 2022, Yerevan reportedly signed a $710 million contract with India for the acquisition of 15 Akash missile systems and has since announced plans to purchase Prelay tactical ballistic missiles. Meanwhile, France has supplied the Armenian military with Caesar self-propelled artillery systems, anti-tank missiles, and Apilles rocket launchers. The United States has contributed BGM-71 TOW anti-tank systems, and Greece has actively supported Armenia's military development, including the potential transfer of S-300 air defense systems and ratification of military technical agreements earlier this year. This intensification of Armenia's military capabilities reflects broader geopolitical dynamics. Analysts suggest that Armenia is being positioned as a strategic tool in Western political maneuvering within this region. The participation of Poland's president in what has been described as a binoculars provocation further underscores the involvement of external actors in shaping Armenia's policies. Nevertheless, Azerbaijan remains resolute. National sentiment and military strengths continue to underpin its confidence in countering any potential threats. Observers note that the Iron Fist doctrine, symbolizing Azerbaijan's readiness and resilience, serves as a reminder of the country's capacity to respond decisively to any escalation. While the international community anticipates progress in this peace process, Armenia's actions risk undermining these efforts. The contrast between Yerevan's diplomatic rhetoric and its substantial military investments raises significant concerns about its willingness to engage in genuine dialogue.